When you're performing your seated dumbbell military press, make sure that your elbows don't completely flare out to the sides. Keep them tucked in slightly. You don't have to be 100% neutral with your palms facing each other, but I would like to see your elbows tucked. Also, make sure that not every rep you're coming to full extension at the top. Because your goal is to put on muscle, we want to have a little bit more tension on the muscle, so you do not need to lock out every rep. Okay, try and do a few short reps and then get to full extension. So don't be out here, keep them tucked in. And again, you don't need to be all the way in here, although that's not terrible. I'd rather have you here than fully extended out. So when you're doing cable face pulls, don't be afraid if you don't have access to it or it's in use to use a band. But always make sure as you're pulling back towards your face that you're gonna split apart either the rope or the band that you're using. When you're performing your dumbbell side lateral raises, make sure that you're not using excessive weight and that you're keeping your traps and your lats and your back all activated throughout the full range of motion so that you don't hunch over. When you go to dumbbell front raises after your side lateral raises, make sure you drop your hips back just a touch. Keep tension on your glutes so it doesn't go to your low back. And make sure that you're raising just a little bit above your forehead and bringing your thumb towards the center of your body as you come up so that you can get the front delta activate and you're not out to the side. Make sure that you're pushing the weight out while performing the chest supported rear lateral raise, and make sure that your pinkies are staying straight out and they're not tucking in towards your hips. Make sure that your palms stay facing your feet as you're going through the range of motion on every rep. While you're performing seated shrugs with either plates or dumbbells or fat bells or kettlebells, make sure you're focused on isolating your traps and getting a full range of motion to the top. Try to eliminate a lot of the head movement and just allow your traps to go full range of motion and to isolate a little bit by holding the squeeze at the top of every rep. When you're performing your dumbbell curl, whether you're standing or you're seated, what I want you to focus on is two things. First, making sure that your lats are pulled back the whole time and that you're not slouching forward. And the second thing I want you to focus on is making sure that your elbow is not cocking out away from your body while you curl. Rather, it's tucking in to your side so that you can isolate your bicep even more. When you're doing a rope hammer curl with a cable attachment, or you're using a band, or you're even using a seated row where you could lay down and keep your elbows a little bit more tucked to your side, make sure that you are focusing on driving your thumbs towards each other and squeezing at the top of every rep. Make sure you squeeze and make sure you get a little bit of a controlled negative as you lower the weight back down to the bottom of the rep.